I saw that Ms. Gerekou mentioned the impact movie productions and television platforms can have as a first source of travel inspiration. And she also mentioned some thematic campaigns that included digital nomads and expatriates. Both these subjects were covered by our prior two virtual events organized by the Hellenic-American Chamber and ICC Hellas, named Hollywood in Greece and Greek tax incentives affecting non-residents, which I think I mentioned before. You can find these virtual webinars at our site under prior events. And now let's go right away to her New York team for North America, that you can find at the New York offices of the Greek Tourism Organization of North America at 800 3rd Avenue. Would you have another video, maybe? I'd like to welcome Yannis Plexousakis, the Deputy Director of the Greek National Organization of North America, and Sophocles, the Exhibitions and Trade Coordinator. We will start with Yannis, who will present to us the Greek National Tourism Office and how it promotes tourism in Greece. Yannis?
Thank you, Ms. Pylarinou Piper. Good morning from New York. My name is Yannis Plexousakis, and I'm the Deputy Director of Greek National Tourism Organization North America Office. First of all, I would like to thank the Hellenic-American Chamber of Commerce and the National Chamber of Commerce Hellas for the invitation and the great initiative to organize this virtual forum. As you already know, last year, 2022, was a fantastic year for Greek tourism, exceeding all initial expectations, despite unfavorable circumstances globally, reaching the record levels of 2019, both in arrivals and revenue. Regarding arrivals from US, in 2022, we welcomed all over Greece around 1 million travelers from all states, just 200,000 less than 2019. And what's important to point here is that we reached that number in a year where just 60% of the Americans decided to travel abroad in comparison with 2019. To achieve and even exceed our goals, we designed a comprehensive promotional plan for the American and Canadian markets based on the yearly marketing strategy of Ministry of Tourism and GNTO. Our plan's two key objectives were the following. First, to promote Greece as a true 365 days destination. And second, to promote thematic forms of tourism and experiences, including luxury tourism, MICE, wellness, gastronomy, and adventure. For the American market, we design and run advertising plan with major travel OTAs like Booking, Kayak, Travelzoo, Virtuoso, and StudentUniverse.com, reaching millions of targeted audience. We have placed targeted promotional advertisements in popular media platforms like Lonely Planet, New York Times, Global Traveler Magazine, Travel and Leisure, Condé Nast, and Wall Street Journal, and also in various Greek American media. Our office ran also co-advertising plans with major travel agencies like Internova Travel Group, Kensington, Colette, and Signature Travel Network. At the same time, we had a close cooperation with major airlines and designed promotional plans to support the direct flights to Greece, including Delta, United Airlines, and Air Canada. Last year, we had 9 direct flights a day between Greece and America's largest airports, corresponding to over 60 flights per week. Additionally, we participated in many travel exhibitions, B2B events and roadshows, and we organized also family press trips to Greece in collaboration with Greek municipalities. Our country was also honored with various awards from the American travel market. For example, Best Destination and Best Cruise Destination in Europe by Travel Awards, along with the second Best Tourism Board Award for our organization. And finally, I was honored to receive on behalf of Greece the Best Tourism Destination in the world at Global Traveler Awards last December in LA. GNTO USA office will continue to implement our country's national strategy for tourism and explore new ways and opportunities that will allow us to welcome more Americans in Greece all year round. Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you, Yannis. You actually covered a lot of the questions that I had, and about the prospects of the Greek tourism in 2023 and the plans that you have for the US market. So I'm going to go right into Sophocles' presentation. Okay, Sophocles, when I visited your offices and you showed me the site that GNTO had prepared, I was really amazed. You explained that this is a great tool for you to make your presentations of Greek tourism to travel agents and people in various aspects affecting the industry. I would like you to talk to us about that, but after we had a chance to see exactly what we can find roaming through this site. Now you have all our attention. Take us this virtual exploration of destinations in our beautiful country, Greece.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, Eftihia. You actually covered my introduction, which I thank you for, but we're cutting a little bit of my time, which is good. I might be able to use it to show you a little bit more of the website. As you said, and I need to mention, we are here in the Exhibitions and Trade department of our office, and I am doing the coordination there. So the reason why we decided to give a presentation about the website is because this is the first point of contact for the travel agent or the travel professional and the individual traveler in order to educate themselves and promote the brand of Greece. So let me just share my screen here. Let me start with the landing page. This is probably the most important thing for me. I think this is a very interesting aspect of the website because it gives you an idea of seasonality. It always starts with the current month, which for the time being is January, and it gives you options and information about what to do and where to go within the current month of January. So, for example, you have a few options down here. If you want to visit a destination that's more suitable for the winter, you can go to Pylarinou, for example. It gives you information about the temperature, different trends in weather, also the temperature and the weather for the next week, a gallery, which gives you all the pictures that can entice you to go to that destination, and also information about what to do there, for example, with regards to culture. People need to know about this, the Museum of Contemporary Art, for example, or some other features of the destination, which is very big on nature. It has beautiful lakes, fun facts, and you can get inspired by the information on that specific destination. But of course, people do not always want to travel the month that they're looking at the website, which makes it more interesting. If you click on the Seasons tab, and you want, for example, to travel in July, you go to summer mode, and it gives you options similarly to the ones in January, but for July. For example, different islands which would not be accessible in the month of January are very popular in the month of July. You can select something that tickles your interest, and go have some information about it. For example, if you go to the island of Skopelos, it gives you a general tour of the island, filming about things that happened in that destination in the past that are interesting, but also gallery, brochures, and weather information, for example. So if you go to July, it gives you the average temperature, which is 29 degrees. Also, it could be the minimum temperature is 23 degrees. So you know where you're going and what to do there. So this is a very good feature of the website. But as it goes with describing and navigating the website, there's a much simpler way. There are 5 different sections on the website here, beginning with places to go. So you don't navigate with regards to when you want to go, but exactly where you want to go. It splits Greece in 2 sections, islands and mainland. And it gives you an idea of this interactive map where everything is. For example, if you want to know where Kykladas are, you click here. You see the selection of islands. You click on there and it gives you all the islands that you can visit and have the same similar information as I showed you before with regards to splitting it in weather patterns. The same goes with mainland. It's a promotional tool, but also a form of information and education in geography. And people know where, for example, Thessaly is and what you can do there, where Athens is in the map with regards to Attica, and then can select the vacation with regards to this type of information. So this is the general navigation section. Also very important is the what to do section. People also want to travel with regards to their interests and what type of traveler there are. So some people are more inclined to have a cultural experience. Others travel with regards to gastronomy, nature, leisure, activities, religious tourism, or some are purely interested in beaches. So you can go to each of these sections and select the different aspects of tourism that can be interesting to the specific traveler. Let's say someone is interested in religion and purely wants to go for religious reasons or cultural reasons to Greece. This is the section of religious tourism. A plethora of information there. It gives you a map of all the churches in Greece, which is magnificent, as well as the monasteries. There's a wide selection, and people have made it their job to put everything together in this website and show you where every single monastery is in Greece. I'm not going to get into it very much, but if you really navigate this website, you can find every single place that you can visit as far as monasteries and other monuments of religious significance, such as Meteora, religious sites in Thessaloniki and other holy places around Greece. What is also very interesting in this part of the website is that you have access to brochures. This is a very comprehensive brochure / map of how to navigate Greece with regards to going to a religious destination. So it gives you an idea of how to go to monasteries, historical information, and a very important trend that is happening within the last 10 years is the steps of the Apostle Paul, which is a very big tour, and it's growing constantly. People want to know that. It's very important for pilgrims, and you can actually see where he started, where he ended, and where basically Christianity started and where the word of Jesus Christ was spread. So that's I believe a very important feature. 1 second. Okay. Next in line is the useful information. This is more of a technical tool, but it's very important. A lot of people want to know, especially travel agents have issues about transporting their customers from A to B due to the specific way that Greece is placed as far as geographically, with regards to going to islands or going to, remote areas of Greece. So you can start with transportation and give them an idea of how to get to places. So you can click by sea, and it gives you information of how to travel and navigate through the seas, with links to the main ports, which in the way give you schedules of where to go from which port and what island connections there are available. So it makes the travel agent's job much more easy. Also, if you go to useful information, important travel tips as far as to how you're going to plan your trip to Greece. If you are in an emergency or have health and safety issues, who are you going to call? What are you going to do? It has very important numbers about first aid and national ambulance center. You know, how to call the police. People, you know, from the United States, especially if they travel so far from home, might be a little apprehensive about how, you know, to deal with situations if they come ahead. And this is something that gives them the confidence to book ahead of time, knowing that, you know, all this information is there. Of course, COVID-19, you know, now we don't have any restrictions, but in the past we had some forms that we needed to fill out, some tests that needed to be made. If someone asks how can we go to Greece and what's the situation, you know, with COVID-19, we direct them to the website, which is live, and also gives you a link to travel.gov.gr, which is basically the most updated and official information about what's going on with health and safety in Greece. So that's also very important. And of course, you know, climate information and passports and visas. You know, it's easy for me to say to American tourists or tourists that come from Canada that they don't really need a visa to visit Greece, but they need all the information about how long the duration of the passport needs to be, how many days they can stay in the country. But if, you know, it's different to see it for yourself rather than just being told. So I also direct them to this website, and they are able to see for themselves and feel more confident to book their vacation. And of course, one of my favorite features is the media kit. We have a very beautiful image bank about every single corner of Greece. You can go down, and these are different sections of areas of Greece. I'm not going to go into every single image, but they are downloadable. You can use them for your own information, but also you can use them to promote Greece because they're not copyrighted in any way, as long as you mention that, you know, this is for promotion purposes and only that. And one of my favorite features, because you know, people like visuals, is the brochures and the travel guides. The travel guides are more extensive, so you can go say and experience, see how you will be able to experience Athens or Attica. You click on the language you wanted to be presented to. This is 140 pages, so I'm not going to go throughout all of it, but you can see the aesthetic of it, you know, the list of things, you know, that you can do, and then all these wonderful pictures and things to do. But also you can go to brochures, which are smaller in size. Again, the same principle of selecting your language. This is one of my favorite ones, is a city break for Athens and Thessaloniki. It gives you an idea of what to do in both cities. Of course, there are hard copies of these, but people nowadays prefer to go on the internet and see it for themselves. They can actually print them out or download them in their computer. And then you have an idea of what to do as far as day trips and culture and history, things to do during the night, have, you know, nice strolls in Athens, and gives you a concise way of knowing what to do within 3 or 4 days if you visit one city or the other. So just again, a very important part that is, I'm quite impressed by this feature of the website is the events. This is a live website and it does it in the best possible way. Imagine if you want to go to a city or a country and you have a favorite act or a favorite musician that you want to see and you do not really know if they're actually busy, you know, are visiting the country that you're going to. So, for example, a lot of people miss out on opportunities that cannot be offered to them by their travel agents because they don't really know about it. Let me just give you an example. Say you are interested in music and you're going to Athens in the month of, say, let's pick one month. Let's say you go in Athens in the month of July. So here there's all these wonderful international acts that are actually happening. You might actually go to Athens and know nothing about it. And you might be a big fan, say, of Robbie Williams, and you're there on the 1st of July of this year. So you can check it out, see, oh, okay, my favorite act is actually going on in Athens at that time. And it tells you where it is happening, when it's happening, actually what time is going on, the price of the tickets. It's at the Rockway Festival. You can actually go on the link, buy your tickets ahead of time, and have a wonderful experience other than just going to Athens and seeing, the antiquities and everything. You can actually see your favorite act. This is something that many people are very grateful because it changes the tourism experience completely. And I think that's a very good feature of the website. And finally, there's another interesting aspect. If you want to navigate a little further on the website, you can go on our blog section where there are, testimonials and interviews. They give you information about inspiring trips with regards to destinations like Karpathos, or some, where you can dine in a 5-star, in a 4 or 3 Michelin star in Athens. Things that you would need to do a more, comprehensive research in order to understand and find out. This is all available to you on the Visit Greece website. So okay. Events about carnivals, about different food markets, and exhibitions and art shows. So I think this pretty much sums it up. I don't know if I did okay with time because of this technical issue, but I think this is a general idea of how to navigate the website. As I said, it's live and interactive. A lot of new information comes almost every day. And if you're interested in finding out more, you can call us in the office or you can navigate for yourself. And thank you very much for this opportunity to present this website.
Thank you, Sophocles, for your great presentation. The site name is VisitGreece.gr. Visit Greece, one word.
Visit Greece, one word. VisitGreece.gr, exactly.
What an amazing site. It's definitely a great tool for a travel agent to organize the trips with his clients.
Absolutely.
It's so easy to use. Every one of us can spend a lot of time browsing and roaming to get to know Greece better and also plan his own vacation and anytime during the year.
Exactly.
And without missing the cultural events, the festivals, finding ideal accommodations, all the wonderful things that you described to us. Before I get away from my own fascination for this site, could you tell us how does GNTO engage with tourism professionals in order to support the Greek tourism? And we're going to do this with a few words only because we are definitely running out of time.
Running out of time. Okay, let me be brief with that. We as far as the trades and exhibition department goes, we, apart from educating and promoting Greece, and talking to people about it, we do participate in the major exhibitions in the United States and North America. We do IMEX, which is for conferences. This is in Las Vegas every year. Sea Trade, which is in Florida. We also extend to Mexico. We do the IBTM, which is also a MICE exhibition. And last year was very promising, and we think we want to expand in the area of Mexico. But also we do educational presentations in different areas of the United States, especially for destinations that are not very well known to travel agents and individuals. So we go to ASTA conferences, USTOA conferences, Delta Vacation Universities, and personally I go and present different destinations that are featured in their selling programs, but I try to steer them away from just, selling the same things over and over again, so we can expand the area of Greece and make people understand that every single place in Greece is interesting and good to go.
So at this point, I'd like to thank you both, Yannis Plexousakis and Sophocles Savvas, but also Mr. Konstantino Harakopoulos, the director of GNTO, for providing us with the beautiful videos we have been playing, and we will continue to do so throughout the program. I also want to thank you for a wonderful, valuable information you have shared with us. We wish you good luck for your 2023 plans. We have no doubt it will be another successful year, and Greece will be flooded with tourism from all over the world and many more people from America. Thank you again.
Thank you very
much, Eftihia. Thank you.
Appreciate the opportunity.
Our next panel, which will start right after a short break, will cover a world of destinations and the choices for a luxury vacation or a discovery of unique destinations, sometimes off the tourism maps. The panel will be moderated by Mr. Petros Doukas, the president of ICC Hellas and mayor of Sparta. Please stay tuned. You don't want to miss some more beautiful GNTO videos of Greece during the break. Thank you and see you later.